What's going on, Bear Handians? Bear Hands here, bringing you a Clash Royale video. An exciting deck today that we are going to highlight, inspired by one of you, Bear Handian. By ASAP per mana, Giant Graveyard Freeze, Ice Golem, Tombstone, Mega Minion, Archers, and the Log. Now, I didn't copy this deck exactly, because I'm no fun, really because I want to use the Tornado. I love the thing, and I feel like I need a lot more practice to be able to use it correctly, and I'm figuring out some really interesting things. And also, I really want to use the Elite Barbarians, because who uses them, right? I'm going to catch some people off guard. The concept behind this deck is actually pretty similar to the Lumberyard video. Instead of having to spend 4 elixir and 4 elixir on the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Lumberjack to sneak up there like I was doing in the video before, I can actually do it with the Elite Barbarians for 6. And though it doesn't do quite as much damage, it's pretty intimidating similarly because they run really quick up to the tower. So let's jump into a couple of replays, show me winning, because I am on the ladder and I really don't know how well I'm going to do, even though I think I've gotten 10 games under my belt with this deck. So let's show you some stuff. All right, we're looking at a game against this guy or girl. They could be really whatever you want them to be. And we are going to start off with the Tombstone, which I feel is a really safe way to start. And he's going to throw a Lava Hound down. Now, I have struggled a little bit with the Lava Hound, but I feel the key to this is counter pressure on the other side so that they can't build up quite as much. I opt not to do that here. I throw my Mega Minion down here. I throw my Ice Golem down to tank his Mega Minion, which usually these air decks come with minions. Now, the thing about the Tornado is people expect it to kill minions. It does not, and so if you have the Ice Golem, it will tank the shots of the minions, deal damage to them, and then also the Tornado can draw everything away and kill the minions. It's a great combination. I recommend it. Check out the left side. Holy cow. We go ahead and, realizing he did not have quite as much elixir as he needed because of his push, we pressure and defend our Musketeer with the Graveyard and take out that tower on the left. And so at this point, we're looking at just needing to defend now. I typically, with this deck, don't like taking a tower early. I don't complain when I do, but I don't like taking a tower early because now they know kind of the tricks of my deck, and now all they have to do is pressure in these big unit decks I find overwhelm me, so I go from feeling really great to not so great. But notice here, our Ice Golem is going to deal that damage to the minions, bringing them within kill shot of the Tornado. Then we're going to play the Tornado, maybe a little bit early there on the Tornado, because we could have gotten the Lava Pups all drawn with the Tornado as well, and that's super powerful. But we're going to do a decent job of cleaning up. The poison is back, dealing more damage than it did before. Now that we are post-update, finally. My Mega Minion's not doing quite as much damage. The poison spell's doing more, and he throws a Lava Hound over here on the right. We're going to rush with the Elite Barbarians in the Graveyard. He's going to smartly throw down his minions, so our freeze spell does not work quite as well as we would have liked, and now realizing he defended splendidly, I am in a tight spot, so we now have to switch over to defense, which I really didn't want to do. He gets his Miner down there, tanks pretty well. We go ahead and throw our Mega Minion down here to stop these from taking out the tower, but it is not going to work. The combination of the Poison Spell and that Miner with the Lava Pups, now that the Lava Pups are also buffed, is pretty insane right now. So we're going to go ahead and throw our Tombstone here. We're going to go ahead and throw the Ice Golem down, because we need the Ice Golem. Watch what happens. The Ice Golem's going to explode, deal damage, and then the Tornado kills the minions. Pretty clutch, right? He's going to throw his Miner down here. We're going to defend with the Elite Barbarians, and now, look, big mistake on his part. What does he decide to do? Throw down his Lava Hound, which Elite Barbarians don't care about that. Elite Barbarians don't care. We freeze the minions instead of the other tower, and the other tower just will not be able to handle that. So check it out. We don't really have a powerful tank in this deck. All right, this game against Rowena Ravenclaw. I feel like I should know what that character's name is from, but I don't. He's going to go ahead and start off quickly with some Fire Spirits. That would do massive amounts of damage to the tower. You don't want that to happen. So I tank it with my equal elixir trade, Ice Golem. And that's also going to allow me to kind of cycle and figure out what he has in his deck. He's going to go ahead and throw down the Musketeer, which is going to saunter up to our tower. He has got a Hog coming at us. And so instead of trying something tricky, because he did a Hog push there, we're going to go ahead and just deal some quick damage with the Mega Minion. Now, check out our poor Barbarian getting chopped down in the prime of his life. He does a great job with the Fire Spirits as well, cleaning up our glass cannons over on the right. So, I don't know, I don't feel terrible about the start of this game, but we're not dominating, and I don't like that. So, our Tombstone is going to run out. I think I'm going to cycle with the Ice Golem here, get another Tombstone down, and then just kind of wait. Okay, when you're playing with a deck with a free spell graveyard, kind of just crush them. And check this out, we pull the Hog, only one hit off on the tower. I really would have liked that Hog to go to my King's Tower, but when you have a defensive structure there in the middle, it's just not going to happen. And then our Elite Barbarians get to the tower, and how I wish they attacked faster. My goodness, they are slow. Attacking the same speed as a Barbarian is just really not that imposing once it gets there. It's like they run up there with all the speed, and then they're like, man, all that running, my biceps and triceps are killing me. Come on, Elite Barbarians. He's going to throw his Hog down. We're going to go ahead and pull it with the Tombstone because we do not have our Tornado in rotation, and simply so he doesn't get a hit off, we're going to go ahead and pull that back. And that was nice because he zapped our skeletons, making it so that we didn't really lose a whole lot in the elixir trade there. And we're pretty even Steven here. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing as we did in the beginning, soak the Fire Spirits with the Ice Golem. And now I have an option here. I'm going to go ahead and throw my Mega Minion down to slow push. Then we're going to get our Elite Barbarians. What I'm thinking now is we're kind of in double elixir. I really want to get around to the Graveyard Freeze combination. Now that I have these guys running down toward his tower, the Mini P.E.K.K.A. doesn't get a single hit off, and ignoring the Musketeer over on the right-hand side, our Elite Barbarians are going to run up to the tower, and every single hit is taking off like 200 each. Man, that is so awesome. Our Tombstone is going to stop this Hog, and our Mega Minion is going to clean it up before it gets a hit on the tower, and check it out. I don't know what that log is. I think he has given up at this point. And our Elite Barbarians with the skeletons, with the Mega Minion, are going to help go ahead and clean up this tower on the right. It's a beautiful thing. Don't you just love it when a good plan comes together? The question is, can we make it work in real gameplay under pressure? Okay. Dark Tatanka, he says, good luck. Good luck, sir. Yeah. Give him a thumbs up. He's going to go ahead and throw a Princess down, so I'm going to make the Princess super slow here by getting a slow and steady trickle of skeletons. They've nerfed the skeletons also. It's pretty sad. They nerfed a lot of the cards that I really, really was enjoying. Maybe that's why they nerfed them. Maybe a little bit too good. I'm going to go ahead and throw an Ice Golem down here to stop this Ice Spirit, and maybe if he throws minions down, check it out. He throws minions down, so the Ice Golem is going to deal damage to the minions, and that's going to clean this up. Let's go ahead and pull the Hog here with our, oh man, big mistake. He pig pushed, so the Tornado, you get to see me mess up the Tornado play here. And wow, but check out the damage that we got over on the right-hand side. So not all is terribly, terribly lost here. I really would have liked not messing that up. I just basically gave him that left-hand tower. Poor place. Okay, he's going to go ahead and take the left-hand tower with the Princess. And I am not going to argue all that much. Let's go ahead and throw the Musketeer down here. And then while the Musketeer saunters over here, let's go ahead and get a Graveyard down. And then when he answers the Graveyard, we're going to go ahead and freeze. Goodbye. Alright, and with that freeze down, he may be able to zap here, but we go ahead and get his tower over on the right. Now, he knows what our stick is now. He knows how we are going to take out his towers, so he's going to be prepared for it. And with the Hog, we're going to have to go ahead and pull the Hog, soak the Ice Spirit and those. That's going to slow the Hog down. So the hog gets only one hit off there. That wasn't so bad. What I need him to do is overcommit so that I could get one really good push on his King's Tower and freeze everything. What you gonna do, bro? Let's go ahead and do these mega elite barbarians, and then let's go ahead with the graveyard. Let's just go. Let's just go for it. Go ahead and freeze here. Look, the tower is frozen, and in comes a check out the musketeer. Look at the musketeer hitting that tower. Holy cow! And the King's Tower is gone. What a three-crowning masterpiece this is. Wow. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you start. That's how you start it off. I'm going to play one more game, and if I win, we're going to call it a night and just say, this deck is incredible. All right, what do we want to do? We want to play super defensive here, remember. So let's start off with a really slow push with the musketeer in the back here. He's going to throw fire spirits down, and we really do not want the fire spirits to get to the tower. He's going to throw a fireball down, which kills our musketeer in one hit. Feels bad. His ice spirit is going to hug my ice golem real big there. Let's go ahead and get a tombstone down here to soak that fire spirit. And then what do we want to do? Do we want to push with these elite barbarians? Let's soak a little bit of damage. And split the elite barbarians. Super defense, guys. Super defense. Let's go ahead and musketeer here at the bridge. Oh, look at the elite barbarian get to the furnace. I really wanted that musketeer to reach, but it does not. So that's a real bummer. Let's go ahead and throw the ice golem down here, which is going to drag this mega minion all the way around. Man, that thing's more confused than Okay, now we can pull this hog. So let's pull the hog here. Oh, get out of the way, you stupid knight! Okay, so he's crying at us. So let's go ahead and surprise him here. Let's freeze here. Oh, what? How did that die? Holy cow! Lies. Supercell done messed up. There must have been like a flying arrow in the sky already. Now he knows our trick. Now he knows what we're going to use. Let's go ahead and throw a musketeer to die utterly to a fireball. And he's going to throw a furnace down, which I don't really know about that. So let's go ahead and throw elite barbarians. Let's go ahead and throw our mega minions down. That's not going to do a whole lot. This hog's going to come in here. Let's go ahead and throw down the tombstone. Musketeer again. And then as our guys come in here, check it out. Let's go ahead and throw this down. He's going to throw something on it. Let's go ahead and freeze. He has got archers, though, unfortunately. And so his archers and the log are going to be a great counter to this. I feel like with my mess up on the Hog Rider, I'm not going to be able to pull this back. Maybe if I was super defensive and was able to surprise him with the freeze graveyard at the end, we could have pulled that off. Unfortunately, I am not practiced enough to know that. So let's go ahead, and I don't want to leave on that horrible note there and just complete and utter misplay. So let's jump into one last game. And if I lose now, you guys... Hey, learning a new deck takes a really, really long time. I don't need to toot my own horn here, but you gotta put some serious time into learning something. Let's go ahead and throw our tombstone. Let's throw our tombstone in the middle there. He's gonna throw a royal giant down, so we need to throw this down to soak. And then we need to pull everything back here, which is going up. Come on, kill that. Okay, it killed that. Let's get a musketeer down here, and he's going to bring us down to level 11, man. Holy cow. That's not that high considering, but... Royal Giant. His guards are going to be an excellent counter to our graveyard as well, so we need to keep that in mind. Our Elite Barbarians are going to clean this up, but his guards are going to whack away And he's got a bomber also. Feels like a hard counter to me. Feels like a hard counter to me. Let's go ahead and get a Mega Minion over here on the left to draw these minions. Going to be able to take that out. Get rid of this bomber before it gets a hit, please. Don't want to get too hasty. I know he wants to Royal Giant again, so let's go ahead and throw down the Tombstone, which is going to stall the Royal Giant for a little while. Yep. Ice Golem to soak his stuff that comes in. Let's go ahead and get a Musketeer, and then let's pull this so it doesn't deal a whole bunch of damage to our tower. And check it out. He gets one hit off with the Royal Giant there, and then we're able to clean it up. So I know it looks really dire, but we can still pull this off, guys. Fire Spirits are going to demolish my Musketeer, but our tower will take that out. And let's go ahead and start a Mega Minion here, Tombstone over here, to distract those a little bit. Our Mega Minion's going to saunter up here, real sassy-like. And then let's go ahead with our Elite Barbarians, and then our Graveyard. Interesting. Let's go ahead. Come on, freeze it up. Kill that bomber and deal damage to the tower. My goodness. All right, we bring the tower all the way down to pretty far. We need to get our Tombstone down because his Royal Giant is a-coming. When his Royal Giant hits the battlefield, we need these on the field here. Those are on the field now. Let's go ahead and get our Graveyard down. Now that our Graveyard down, we need to freeze all this. Deal damage to the tower, deal damage to the tower. Okay, the tower is gone, and now all we need to do is defend the Royal Giant from getting any hits off on the tower. And with only 3 seconds, the 3 seconds of our Tornado is going to pull it all back for the win. Yes! Oh, you guys don't have any idea how much I wanted to win for you with this deck. Mr. ASAP, thank you so much for the suggestion. Even though I didn't use the deck specifically, it inspired me to come up with an interesting Graveyard Freeze deck that I am enjoying a lot, and with only level 9 Elite Barbarians, and, you know, the rest of our cards aren't really that high. Pretty much tournament standard, except for our level 2 Graveyard, but we're under-leveled on our Freeze spell. So imagine if we had that extra time on the freeze spell. That would be pretty epic. No pun intended. This was a lot of fun, though. Really appreciate all the feedback that you guys give to me. You have no idea. You guys are awesome. You've been great. I appreciate it so much. So many kind words. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I hope to see you next time for more Gaming with Bare Hands. And whatever time of the day it is that you're watching this, make the rest of your day amazing. Hope to see you next time. Peace out.